Hello, welcome to Dawn Vibes Yoga. My name is Dawn, and today I'll be showing you a sequence you can do when you're feeling pain or tension in your neck, shoulders, or upper back. I just want to let you know that since you may already be feeling a little bit uncomfortable up here, some of the poses or asanas may be a little bit uncomfortable. But I want you to think about, am I feeling pain in those areas? Or is it just a sensation? And if it's just a sensation that you're feeling, it may be that you just need to breathe through that and work through it so that you can feel better after doing the pose. If it's something that actually feels like real pain, please do not push yourself. Wait until that particular stretch or movement is over and then continue with the rest of the sequence. So I'm going to go over here on my mat. Begin by sitting in a comfortable position in lotus pose, half lotus, or even crisscross applesauce, and place your hands on your knees. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in and expand your stomach. And when you breathe out, try to press all the air out and bring your navel to your spine. Pull it into your spine when you exhale. Breathe in and out. Two more times, in. With a straight back, start by rolling your shoulders back behind you slowly. Notice if you feel a pressure or a stiffness anywhere. Slowly roll those shoulders back. And now place your hands on your knees and roll your shoulders forward. Sink back, press your navel into your spine, and let your head relax in front of you. And exhale all that air. And then you're going to roll back up slowly, 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 and then you are going to press your chest forward and lean a little bit back so you're looking slightly up at the ceiling. And breathe in as you're doing this. So breathe in, press your chest forward and look at the sky or ceiling. And now you're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale. Sink back. Hold on to your knees for support so you don't fall. And then inhale, press your chest forward and look up. One more time. Remember to relax your head. Look up. Shoulders back, chest forward. Breathe out all that leftover air. Now we're going to do a couple of neck rolls, and make sure you do this pretty slowly and breathe as you do it. And notice if you feel tension or any popping or crackling sounds. And if you come to an area that feels a little bit more tense than others, just take a little bit more care and just roll back and forth on that area. So we're going to do a couple of these head rolls. Just breathe through them in one direction. And then we're going to do the same thing in reverse. Roll your head to the other side. Do this a couple times. Again, taking care where you feel any tension. Come back to a seated position. Make sure that your hips are nice and solid on the ground and your back is as straight as you can get it. Pull your navel in towards your spine. And now we are going to do a side stretch. So take your fingers, and place them on your mat. Lengthen your arm, and then you're going to lift up, lean over to the side, reach all the way up, following your hand with your nose, and then take it to the other side. You're going to lift your arm up and back, so roll that shoulder back, and if it's more comfortable for you, you can look at the ground on the other side, or if you want a deeper stretch, look up towards the ceiling. Take one breath here, breathe in, let it out, and then we're going to breathe in, and when we breathe out, we're going to come back to a sitting position. Breathe in, lift back up, and place your hands back on the ground. Breathe out, breathe it all out. Try not to hold your breath while you're doing this. Sometimes when you're feeling pain, it can be really easy to just hold it, but make sure you're reminding yourself, breathe all of that out, okay? So take your other hand, or take your hand off the mat, and we're going to place your opposite hand, the one that you didn't use the first time, on the mat, and you're going to lean all the way to the side, follow your arm and your hand with your nose, lift up, breathe in, and then breathe out. Again, looking at the floor. If it's easier, if you want a deeper stretch, pull that shoulder back and look up, looking in front of your elbow. Breathe in. Breathe out and come back to a seated position. All right, place your hands on your knees again and just do a couple body rolls. So lean to one side, lean your stomach back, so you're just moving your lower body back and rounding your shoulders. So you're basically sinking in and you're just using your knees for the support. Just hang out there a little bit and then roll to the other side and then press your ribs and your shoulders, your ribs and your chest forward. And we're going to do this a little bit quicker now after I just screwed up how I was supposed to explain it. But keep your hands on your knees and breathe in and out and roll your body. And it might help to think about your rib cage leading you. So you're making your rib cage go in a circle, basically. And as you come forward, chest forward and shoulders slightly back. And as you come down, sink everything down and relax your head and neck. We're going to do this 2 more times. 1, breathing in and out, slowly. All right, come back to a seated position. Now we are going to get on all fours. We're going to begin in tabletop position for this part. So you're going to place your knees hip width apart right under your hips, and you're going to take your hands and press them into the ground right under your shoulders. We're going to take a couple of cat-cows here. So we're going to breathe in, lift your chest between your shoulders and look up slightly. Drop your belly to the floor. And then breathe out and round your back, tuck your tailbone, and loosen up your head and your neck over here. Just do a couple of shaking back and forth, maybe some slight neck rolls here. Just shake it all out. Breathe in. Lift your nose to the sky. Breathe out. Really press your palms into your mat and stretch your shoulders up towards the ceiling. One more time. Breathe in, drop your belly. And breathe out, tuck your tailbone. Press into the floor. All right. Now place your knees slightly more apart than they were when they were under your hips. So maybe like 2 inches or whatever's comfortable, wider than they were. And then sink back onto your feet and stretch your arms all the way out in front of you and place your forehead on the mat. You can do a couple of rolls here, just rock your head back and forth, kind of massaging your forehead here. And now you're going to take your hands, lift your palms up and your shoulders up by resting your fingertips onto your mat. Now you may feel a stretch in your upper back, and you can lift your head at this point and slowly walk your way to the side and just either bend a little bit more forward, or if that's too intense in your opposite side, just stay lifted like this. And we're going to take 2 breaths here. And then as you exhale, walk your way back to the middle and pause. One more breath here. Inhale, and then exhale, walk your way to the other side. And then get a really good stretch here on your outer side. Either pressing your chest to the floor or just staying right here. Inhale, walk your hands back, and you're going to slowly roll up. Get back to a lotus position. Put your hands on your shoulders now, and as you breathe in, point your elbows forward and roll them up. Point them up to the sky and then down and back behind you. We're going to do a couple of these shoulder rolls, breathing in as you lift up and breathing out as you come back down. Let's do this 3 times. Breathe in, breathe out. You're basically making some medium-sized circles with your elbows. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Now take your hand, either side, doesn't really matter, and place it on your opposite knee. Reach your other hand up and then turn your body using your torso. Don't pull with your shoulder and your arm. Twist from the waist and look to your side. If you can't look all the way to the side, just turn as far as it's comfortable. And we're gonna breathe in, lift your arm and place it on the floor behind you, and take 1 breath. Breathe in, and then when you breathe out, come back to center. Breathe it all out. And we're gonna do that one more time. Opposite hand to opposite knee, lift up, breathe in, breathe out. One more breath here, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and come to center. So the hand that you didn't use yet, take that hand, place it on your opposite knee, breathe in, lift your arm up, twist from the middle of your body only, and breathe out and place your hands on the floor behind you. Breathe in 1 time, breathe out, breathe in, and come back to center as you breathe out. One more time. Opposite hand on opposite knee. Lift up and breathe in. Twist and breathe out. 1 breath here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now breathe in. Breathe out and come to center. Now do a couple more body rolls here. Just get any kinks out of your waist from turning. Loosen everything up a bit. And just do a natural flow, whatever feels good for you. You can go to one side and then the other side. You can do circles in one direction and then go to the other direction. Whatever feels good to you. All right, now we're going to get back into tabletop position on the other side. And place your hands shoulder width apart. Press your palms into the mat. Get your knees right up under your hips. Make sure that your feet are flat on your mat. The tops of your feet are flat. And now what you're going to do is take let's do right hand and rotate up. Push your heart forward or to the side if you will. And lift your arm all the way to the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, thread your arm up underneath your left elbow and place your shoulder on the ground, looking to the other side, so to your left side, and just rest your arm on the ground and your right ear on the floor. Press your left palm into the mat and twist your body up so that you're facing the left side, and breathe in. As you breathe out, come back up to a tabletop position. Now take your left hand, breathe in and lift up, opening up your chest and pointing your heart to the left side. Now exhale, thread your arm underneath your right elbow. Rest your arm, your shoulder, and your left ear on the mat. Press your left hand into the mat and get a good twist here. You may feel a stretch in your right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out, release everything, and come back to a tabletop position. Now tuck your toes under you and lift all the way up. Put your feet flat on the ground, or if this is too much of a stretch in your calves, you can stay standing in a slight tiptoe. Now, if it's more comfortable, bring your hands maybe like 3 or 4 inches forward, and then press your chest down towards your knees and relax your head between your arms. Press your hands into the floor. If you can get your heels down to the floor, that's great. Relax your head, shake it out a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now come forward into a plank position. Lift your upper body and press your heart forward. Drop your hips. You can place your knees on the ground if you'd like. Make your feet flat on your mat, or you can stay with your feet kind of tiptoed. You can rock a little bit back and forth. Press your hands into the mat. Drop your hips, lift up. Chest is between your shoulders. Just lift your heart, lift your head, look up towards the ceiling, and then lift your body back up to a plank position. Sit back and lift your hips. Let your head hang one more time. Shake it out. Now slowly walk all the way up to your feet. Walk all the way up to your hands. come forward. Take your hands and place them on your ankles, or you can put them behind your calves here. Relax your head, just shake it out. You can either stay here, just doing a forward fold. You can take your arms, grab your elbows, and do a ragdoll. So just sway back and forth. You can take your feet and put them hips width apart to get more of a balance here. Relax your head and just let your vertebrae just stretch out, hang out. Get any leftover tension out of your neck and shoulders. And you can hang out here for a couple breaths. When you're ready, slowly roll up. You can bend your knees a little bit here. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae till you come into a standing position. Just let your arms flow freely. And then keep your head down and your chin on your chest for a little while. Lift all the way up and then slowly look forward. This can keep you from getting dizzy if you're prone to getting dizzy. It's nice to give yourself a little bit of space to breathe before you just stand up really quick and try to walk. Now that completes our practice. We're going to just take a couple breaths. You can't see my face, can you? All right, I'm gonna sit down on the floor. We're gonna take a couple breaths. We'll do 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. From here, if you'd like to start your day, you can. Otherwise, you can stay seated or standing, and you can just take a moment to relax before you go back to your day-to-day activities. Just think about the sensations that you feel. Sorry, my cat's over here trying to do some yoga too. But feel if you have any tension in your shoulders or your neck, or if you feel like you've released a lot of that. You can always practice whatever asana or pose felt really good to you a little bit more throughout your day. If you're feeling tension, you can do that. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and may you always be happy and free. Bye.